What we do here is go back, 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 back.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, I wanted to talk to you today about a school shooting, which happened on last week in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, it didn't get national attention, even though it came 3 weeks after the Parkland, Florida school shooting. But I want you to know about this, and some of you may have already clicked off. Some of you may not listen to it, and some of you may not even share it. But I just want to tell you about Courtlin Arrington, and I made this video in remembrance of her. Now, Courtlin Arrington was 17. Now, she was going to graduate in May and had already been accepted into college and had dreams of becoming a nurse. Now, the Huffman High School senior, however, was killed on last Wednesday when gunfire erupted inside her classroom at an East Birmingham school. Now, Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin said, "We're not just talking about some person, we're talking about losing a part of our future. Our hearts are heavy." Now, another teen suffered a self inflicted gunshot wound to the leg. Now, he was treated at UAB Hospital and quickly released into police custody, where he was questioned and held overnight. And now, after investigating, they found out that this young man was indeed the shooter. And although it's sketchy, they don't have a motive, he has been charged with manslaughter. And he was a 17-year-old junior, well sought after football player whose life has changed because of one action that he did. He changed his life and so many others. Now, we talked to Tanisha Tatum, who is Courtland's mother. And she said, Wednesday morning was routine for her. Her children, Courtland, and her siblings, a brother and a sister, got up and was ready for school. They headed out, as always, with a farewell to their mother. Now, all three of her children were headed to Huffman High School, which she had two senior daughters and a sophomore son. The last thing she said she told them was, "I love you and have a blessed day at school." And that was at 7:45. Now, the day would be anything but routine. Now, at 3:45 p.m., she said she got a call that her baby got shot. Now, Courtland, who would have been 18 on April 17th and already was accepted to study nursing in college, died after being shot inside a classroom at 3:45 p.m. A single bullet pierced her heart and exited through her back. Now, she was pronounced dead 31 minutes after arriving at a local hospital. Now, her mother said in her first interview that it's very hard for her. Now, she said Courtland was a very special child to her. Um, Friends and family have been at the home since Wednesday, offering support to the grieving family and trying to remember better, happier times. Now, while prior to the shooting, uh, Courtland's mother and her was planning her prom, her last prom. Now, Courtland's father who is Zach Arrington. He said there was so much Courtlin was looking forward to. She had already ordered her cap and gown and prepared for her prom. Her father had just ordered her prom dress online, he said, and she didn't even know it yet. Now, just like her mother, her father says he is struggling. Now, she was his only child. She was his hope. When your hope is gone, he said, what do you have? Now, you know, this was a tragedy that could have been prevented. Now, and a lot of the family members says um, they they can remember going to school. The doors weren't locked. She said they didn't have to have camera. The only drills were the fire drill and tornado drill. You never had to worry about a bomb threat, hazardous material, or an active shooter. You know, but something has to be done. I mean, it's too many of these stories. And you know, Trump's solution that having teachers carry guns. Now, in this school shooting, what could that have done? What could have that prevented? No, that's not the answer. We need to get these guns out of the hands of children. Children. Now, how we're going to do it, I don't know. But I would love for this to be the last school shooting. I would love for no other parents or family have to go through this grief like Courtlin's family is. But no, it's very sad to say, but this won't be the last. And another senseless shooting will kill another child, another promising uh individual who, like the mayor said, is our future. I mean, it's senseless. But I don't know I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. And don't know, like we said, we don't even know the circumstances why he pulled the gun out at the end of school. I mean, we don't know, but we're going to have to come together and stop these. I mean, if I were a child at their school, I mean, I would be so traumatized that I couldn't even go back to school. I mean, come on. I mean, for them to have to come back, which, the day after, school officials and the police said that they didn't have any students to come the day after, and they went through a security check, make sure the metal detectors are in place. And that was one thing, after the Parkland shooters, I said, hey, put the metal detectors in these schools, and that'll prevent it. But as you see, it didn't with this one. So my heart goes out to Courtlin's family. I keep them in my prayers every day, hoping that that they can find peace. And my heart goes out to this young man's family as well. I mean, their child is not dead, but he's behind bars. And it's just senseless. It's just senseless over the overflowing of grief that this child has caused because of one action that for some reason he took to take the gun out. and to carry a gun to school. So we may never know the motive, but we've got to find a solution. All right. And as I said, Courtlin's family is preparing for her funeral, which will be held um, on March the 24th, the weekend of actually the day of the school's prom at Boutwell Auditorium. And I ask that you keep these families in your prayers as well. And pray that we'll find a solution so that one day children, you know, won't be scared to go to school, and parents won't be scared to send their children to school. You know, what a society that we live in. All right, guys, don't want to take up much of your time, but thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, in parting, be blessed, y'all.